Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. In today's video we're going to look at getting started with the Dark Angels in Warhammer 40,000, building a force based around the Lion's Blade Task Force Christmas Advent Calendar Detachment. You can find the rules for this detachment including enhancements and stratagems free to download on warhammercommunity.com. Today's video is sponsored by Gap Games, a fantastic miniature wargaming store in Queensland, Australia. They stock a wide variety of miniature wargames from all things Games Workshop to some of my personal favourites, Conquest of the Last Argument of Kings, and all things Modifius wargames as well. Use our affiliate code in the link below to help support both this fantastic store and the channel as well. To begin with, we're going to focus on the Deathwing character that we're going to take, and this is going to be a Space Marines captain in Terminator armor. Now, the Space Marines captain, as you would expect, is a nice toughness 5, 2+ save, 4+ invulnerable save, 6 wound hero. The model can have either a Stormbolter or combi weapon, and also a Relic Fist or Relic weapon option in melee. Now, other than that, you've got Deep Strike as you expect for wearing Terminator armor, the Rights of Battle rule allowing you to get some cheaper command point expenditure on the unit this captain model is attached to, and the Imperium Sword is a really nice rule for rerolling charge made for the model's unit. This really helps, especially when the unit has Deep Strike down on the table, being able to get that re-rollable 9-inch charge. Now, the model can be leader of a variety of different units as well, and these are both your regular Terminator squads that you would know from Space Marines, and also the Deathwing Knights and Deathwing Terminator squad. Meanwhile, on the Ravenwing side for the detachment, we have the Chaplain on bike. Now, Chaplains, first of all, are going to provide us with the Litany of Hate, which is +1 to wound rolls for any melee attacks they make, but also Catechism of Fire means each time this model's unit is selected to shoot, you can select an enemy unit within 12 inch and visible to this model until the end of the phase. Ranged weapons equipped by models in this model's unit have devastating wounds when targeting that enemy unit. It's a really great ability to give some of your powerful guns of your Ravenwing bikers some even more power. Now, the model can lead your basic Outrider squads, but can also lead squads of Ravenwing Black Knights as well, which we'll talk about later in the video. Now, the first of the Terminator units for the Deathwing part of the army we're going to talk about are the Deathwing Knights. These are the more expensive option of your Dark Angel specific Terminators, but they are a close combat orientated unit. They have no ranged weapons at all, and most of them will wield either power weapons for 5 attacks at a 2+ to hit, strength 6, -2 AP and damage 2, or maces of absolution which do drop an attack but gain anti-monster and anti-vehicle 4+, making them a really versatile unit. Now, the Knight Master himself can have a specialist weapon, which is either a lethal hits relic weapon or a devastating wound sustain hits 1 great weapon of the Unforgiven. Ability wise, like most Terminators, they have the Teleport Homer where they can freely use the rapid ingress stratagem near the Teleport Homer that they place before the battle begins, or they have the Inner Circle rule as well, where each time an attack is allocated to a model in this unit, you can subtract 1 from the damage rolls, which is really nice for those damage characteristics getting dropped, considering these are 4 wound Terminators. You've also got the ability to take a Watcher in the Dark as well for the unit, which can prevent them from taking any mortal wounds as well with a nice Feel No Pain 4+. Next up, we have the other Dark Angel specific units for the Deathwing, and this is the Deathwing Terminator squad. This is pretty simple to your basic sort of Terminator squad. The fact that they are equipped with Power Fists, the Sergeant can have a power weapon, and you can even equip Chain Fists, which are an anti-vehicle 3+ weapon onto them for their close combat weapon, and then they wield a Stormbolter on the other, and one model can have a special weapon. Now, this special weapon can be an assault cannon, a heavy flamer, or a cyclone missile launcher on the model's back, but it can also, thanks to being a Deathwing Terminator squad, be a plasma cannon. Plasma cannons are really cool, they're nice high strength, they can do well against enemy heavy infantry and infantry. For me, I always love taking plasma cannons in my Terminator squads. It's just something very special to the Dark Angels. Now, they have a Teleport Homer like we've already talked about, and can take a Watcher in the Dark as well. But they also have the Deathwing special rule, where each time a model in this unit makes an attack, they can ignore any ballistic skill or weapon skill penalties to their to hit rolls. Now lastly, to focus on the Ravenwing half of the force, we have Deathwing Black Knights. These biker veterans have a toughness of 5, 3 wounds each, and a 3+ save with a 5 up invulnerable save as well. Now, all their bikes come standard equipped with plasma talons, which are a rapid fire plasma gun that can also go onto a hazardous profile to go up to strength 8, -3 AP and damage 2. You can have 1 in every 3 models in the unit be equipped with a Stardust grenade launcher, which can give you either a frag blast profile or can have a crack missile as well for a little bit of anti-armor for the unit. Now, their Knights of Caliban rule means each time this unit selected a fight, if they made a charge till the end of the phase, their melee weapons equipped by models in the unit have anti-monster and anti-vehicle 4+, which is pretty nice considering that their Black Knight close combat weapons are okay, with 3 attacks each at a 3+ to hit, strength 5, -2 AP and damage 1. And so our force today will of course be the Dark Angels using the Lion Blades Task Force. This gives us the In the Lion's Claw special rules, where each time an enemy unit, excluding monster and vehicle, within engagement range of one or more of your Ravenwing unit attempts to fall back, they have to make desperate escape tests, and they'll subtract 1 from all those tests if they're battle shocked. Meanwhile, each time a Deathwing unit from your army declares a charge, if one or more targets the charge within engagement range of a Ravenwing unit, you can add 2 to your charge roll. This is really nice. If we can get those Ravenwing in, we can bring down the captain with his Deathwing Knights, we can get a 7-inch rerollable charge. Now we do have the restrictions as well, where our army can only include Dark Angels units, but it can't include any Adeptus Astartes units drawn from any other chapter. And so, to start with, first of all, our characters, we have a captain in Terminator armor who's going to be our warlord. He's got the enhancement, the Fulgus Magna, which actually allows us to, if he's not in combat, take him off the table and put him back into strategic reserve. A really useful thing. Terminator squads can get left out in the open, particularly like this if he's joined the Deathwing Knights, as they don't have any ranged threat to use. We also have a chaplain on bike who's taking the enhancement Stalwart Champion, so his unit that he joins will actually get some extra objective control. For infantry, first of all, we have a unit of 5 Deathwing Knights. They have their Maces of Retribution. I just prefer the anti-monster, anti-vehicle weapons. A Watcher in the Dark and a Knight Master with Great Weapon of the Unforgiven. We then also have a Deathwing Terminator squad with 5 models in the unit, a Watcher in the Dark, 2 Chain Fists in the unit for a little bit of anti-armor punch, and a Plasma Cannon. Rounding out the force, we have our mounted units, which is 2 units of Ravenwing Black Knights, both with 6 models in the unit, and 2 Stardust grenade launchers within each unit. We hope that you found this video helpful in getting started with Warhammer 40,000, and that it was able to give you some ideas and inspiration to start your own force in the game. If you have any further questions, please comment down below, and while you're there, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and join our Discord server to check out all of our future Warhammer 40,000 content.